The year is UC-0079. The one-year war has been tough on the Earth Federation forces, may it be in space or ground. With the development of mobile weapons referred to as mobile suits, the Principality of Zeon has been able to wage a mostly one-sided war, that is, until early July. On the 7th of July of the same year, the change of the winds of war became apparent as the Federation rolls out the RX-78-2 prototype Gundam for field testing. One of the prototype mobile suits developed for testing, albeit expensive, was successful enough to warrant the production of the second unit, which would become the basis for the mass-produced mobile suit known as RGM-79GM. The RX-78-2 Gundam was finalized and rolled out in 3 mobile suits, all sent to Side 7 for testing in space, just like the prototype Gundam before them. The Gundam has a variety of the latest technology of weapons, equipment, and armor. Its most commonly known feature was the triple honeycomb armor of Luna Titanium, which later would come to be known as Gundarium because of the success of the Gundam. Along with its incredibly lightweight but tough armor, the Gundam was equipped with brand new, never-seen-before equipment. A portable mega-particle cannon used for spaceships, called the beam rifle. The beam rifle, at times, came with an underbarrel grenade launcher with a unique ammo type called the Super Napalm. A melee beam weapon known as the Beam Saber, which could extend to become a beam javelin, also was deployed with the Gundam to further emphasize its role as a close-quarters unit. A pair of simple Vulcan guns were installed on the Gundam's head to be used as anti-infantry weapons and a way to intercept missiles and other units capable of destroying lightly armored targets. The Gundam would later receive more weaponry, such as the Hyper Bazooka, the Gundam Hammer, and the Hyper Hammer. Although the Gundam was developed as a close-quarters mobile suit, it was equipped with countermeasures against Minovsky particle interference for long-range reconnaissance. That system was called the Inferential Control Navigation System, more commonly referred to as the Learning Computer. This system allowed the Gundam to learn from conflicts it partook in to better establish its presence on the battlefield. Along with this large variety of systems, which were already extremely expensive, the Gundam was designed with hardpoints so that new weapons and parts may be equipped on the mobile suit. Heat-proof film, which allowed the Gundam to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere unassisted, the core block system, which allowed a pilot to escape in a FFX-7 core fighter which existed as the Gundam's abdominal region. Later in its active duty, the Gundam received a special membrane called magnetic coating. It was applied to joints of the Gundam to reduce friction, allowing greater response time to the Gundam. Unlike its predecessor, the RX-78-2 had a much bumpier testing experience. Not because of technical issues, rather, because of the Zeon forces which invaded Side 7 on September the 18th, while one Gundam was assembled and the rest were still disassembled. 2 MS-06 Zaku-2s heavily damaged the 2 unassembled Gundam types, leaving behind the singular assembled RX-78-2. Here started the legacy of the Earth Federation's White Devil and the exploits the Gundam had throughout the war. Piloted by Amuro Ray, a 15-year-old boy that would grow to become one of the most well-known ace pilots in new types, the Gundam destroyed the 2 Zaku-2s on its maiden battle, a feat considered inconceivable up until that point. Recounting all achievements of the Gundam in combat would be an impossible feat on its own that would span hours upon hours, and even days. The Gundam was developed as one of the 3 experimental mobile suits designated to escort the first Pegasus-class mobile suit carrier, White Base. The Gundam and the White Base partook in major conflicts such as General Revel's Operation Odessa, the defense of Jaburo, and in Operation Star 1 on Solomon and Abawaku. In the raids of Operation Star 1, the Gundam successfully defeated other ace pilots, such as Dozelzabi and the MA-08 Big Zam in Solomon. But the most famous act of the Gundam, its final shooting, was against the MSN-02 Zeong, piloted by none other than Char Aznable himself, who would later become the leader of newborn Neo-Zeon itself. With its last shot fired, the leg, arm, and head unit destroyed, the Gundam crumbled into the floor in its final battle, the core block system allowing Amuro Ray to escape, thus starting the years of legacy under the name of Gundam. Well, there you have it, a little bit of lore of the RX-78-2, the granddaddy, the one that started it all. One of my favorites as of right now, but it changes weekly. But anyway, thanks to Talos Mobius for putting all that research together for me. I thought this was a great video. Let me know what you think below. Also, thanks to all the supporters that make this possible. Check the links in the description for ways you can support the channel if you're interested in that. We also have a Discord. We have a lot of fun there, but we'll talk later.